Hi, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Living to Do's review of The Chi, Season 5, Episode 4, called On Me. Before I get started, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about Jada and Darnell. They wake up in bed together, so now they're together. She broke up with her young boyfriend. But she wants Darnell to make more of an effort, like date her, take her out on a real date. But he thinks they're too old. He shuts that down. And later he thinks about it, and he goes out shopping, gets new clothes, and he goes and he knocks on her door, and she loves what she sees. He looks so much better, don't you think?
Yeah, he really put his effort on his outfit for the night.
Yeah. And then he took her to dinner, a real nice dinner, where he asked for Crown Royal, because you can't take it out of him. And
people nowhere.
And it was just a really nice date. And it was just, you could see they were in love, and it's nice to see adult love. It was just nice to see. I enjoyed it. But when they first woke up, when he wanted to take, or when she asked to go on the date, and there's no coasting, she said, or, you'll get fired. And he says, I'll just put in my 2-week notice.
I never my 2 weeks.
She said, I love that. Yeah, I love it. He has a spunky personality, but
he definitely has a good sense of humor.
Sense of humor, but so immature for his age. Okay, so the next we'll talk about Gemma and Myeisha. All their goings on. It looks in the beginning of the show, they're in the mirror getting ready, and later we find out they're taking their SATs. And Myeisha has her hair in braids now, and she looks so cute. So cute.
That's Gemma with the braids.
I'm sorry, Gemma in the braids. I said Keisha. Gemma with the braids. Thanks, I forgot. Gemma with the braids, and looks really cute on her. Really pretty girl. And Myeisha is in her mirror saying affirmations that she says things like, the goal is not to be great. She says things like
she can't be broken or something. Some other stuff too.
I guess the goal is to be whole, and she's responsible for her own happiness. She's just so mature for a high school girl saying these affirmations in the mirror, and it seems to work because she has a real positive attitude. Her and Myeisha go take their SATs. Before they go do that, Myeisha's smoking out of a pipe.
Out of a pipe.
A pink pipe. How cute. In her house.
With her pink stuff in her hair.
Yeah, her hair with her little decorated all pink little accessories. And she gets into the car with her dad. And
he said, if you're going to smoke some reefer, we go outside.
Really? Why is that even allowed?
And she said, it's cold.
Why isn't he not saying, I mean, she just seems, he doesn't seem like the type to allow his child or kid underage to smoke in his house.
Yeah, he's pretty nonchalant about it.
He seems a little, to look at him and his demeanor, he seems like a little uptight.
Yeah, extremely uptight.
That he would allow that.
Yeah, I was surprised.
With
his response.
Yeah.
It was funny though.
It was funny. I mean, he's cool like that with her. She's lucky. So Myeisha and Gemma are at the school to take their SATs, and Gemma looks like she's not even interested. She don't care.
Her mind is somewhere so far away.
It's no attention on her test. As you see Myeisha reading her questions and looking confident and reading the question and answering them and looking real confident. And she sees Myeisha walk out. Later, she meets up with her in the bathroom, and Gemma says she didn't take the test.
And then Myeisha was saying how if she didn't do it, her mom would beat her and stuff.
Yeah.
And all this stuff.
And so they go out. They hang out with each other. They go to Smokey's to get something to eat. And then they go to a charity event where Gemma puts Myeisha on the spot to make her rap. And Myeisha did a good job. Later, I guess, was it Papa that came with some food?
No, the Smokies was catering that event.
Okay.
And that was when she was getting her food. That's when she threw up.
She threw up. So Gemma throws up. And they go, Myeisha and Gemma are in the bathroom. And we all are suspecting, girl, what? Are you pregnant? So where did they get that pregnancy test? It
was just, I don't know.
Was that still at the charity event?
No, they were at their house.
Oh, so on the way home. Okay, I thought just bring up with the pregnancy.
They didn't show us that part.
They goes to someone's bathroom and they take a pregnancy test. Gemma does, and Myeisha is there with her, and when she gets the results, I guess Myeisha might know, she's holding her hand, Gemma's hand, while Gemma looks at the results and she sees that she's pregnant. She's pregnant by Jake. Wow. Myeisha says something like she knows how not to get pregnant.
That was funny.
Oh, wow. Oh, before then, when she was rapping and she did a good job, Gemma wanted to... She's kind of suggesting to be her manager. It was so cute when Myeisha says, "Oh, you want to be earned to my paper boy?" And I thought that was cute. That was a reference to the TV show Atlanta. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So next week we'll see her telling Jake that she's pregnant. I can't wait for her to tell her dad.
I wonder what Kevin's gonna have to say.
I know. Oh my God. Okay. So next is Emmitt and... No, was that it? Yeah, Emmett and Keisha. That's next. We'll talk about them. We see Keisha in her dorm. She's with the baby, trying to manage schoolwork and being a mom. And the baby needs a lot of attention, a lot of holding him. She's trying to hold him while she spilled milk.
Little Ronnie ruined her MacBook.
Yeah, and so she goes to Emmitt's house. He's going to help her, watch the baby while she works. And I don't know why she didn't go to another room, because the two little boys playing together with Emmitt is a distraction. She needed some quiet time. Basically, she should have left the baby over there and went back to the dorm and worked.
Yeah, that would have been smarter.
That would have been smart. But she ain't...
Or at least go to the other room.
Right, other room, right? And Emmitt's a good sport, helping her with the baby. He's really proud of her. He's good with kids. He seems like a really good dad. Then they build a fort, and the little boys are playing in there. He gets them all these blankets, and they're just having fun. Later, you could just sense the tension, the sexual tension between Keisha and Emmitt. Nothing happens. She does fall on the couch, and she wakes up there the next morning. And
they're woken up by
a call. Emmitt gets a call from Tiff. And he answers the call, steps away from Keisha. They were sitting on the couch. And Keisha knows he fell asleep in the couch. She knows the home that she just lived in, So she knows her home when she FaceTimes him. And she also senses something is up. She asked. And he said nothing. I just woke up. The something up is Keisha is there. And he doesn't tell Tiff.
Well, she didn't word it like that, but yeah, that is what happened.
And she said he was short because his answers were real short.
And he said because he wants to get, just woke up.
Yeah, he wants to get off the phone. And so he gets off. She just wanted to say hi to her baby wherever she was going. And so after that call, Keisha asked, "Why didn't you tell her I was here?" And he's like, "Because there's no reason. There's no reason. There was no reason to tell her. It wasn't."
I guess there really isn't.
I mean, they didn't do anything, but he did step away from her as when the phone rang, didn't mention her while on the phone. Tiff sensed something was up and still didn't mention anything, hangs up with her, and she calls Keisha, her best friend. FaceTimes Keisha, not just call. Keisha don't answer the phone at all after just asking Emmitt why he didn't say nothing. Why didn't you pick up the phone? Because girlfriend would have seen in the background her home. She would have known you were there. So she couldn't even answer because she couldn't let her know that. And why not? Why not? Emmitt should say, why not?
Well, she's at some dude's house, so I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, so... Anyway, Tiff is real smart. She is going to figure it out one way or another. In fact, the little boy might tell her, her son. That was interesting. I liked that scene a lot. So let's talk about Lene. Oh, poor Lene, living with Kevin and Dre and Nina. Shout out to Dre's color of her hair. I thought that brown on her hair. I love that color. I want to do that too.
She looked like a mix of Dre and Lil Durk, if you ask me.
Well, I'm just commenting on the color of her hair.
I'm saying that she looked a little bit like Lil Durk, if you know who that is.
I know the name. I don't know what he looks like.
Leave a comment if you agree with me.
Yeah, do that. And she's worried about her brother. He's going to jail, so what is she going to do? Where is she going to go? Where is she going to live? Because he has custody of her because her parents are deceased. That's her older brother in jail. And there's a knock at the door. DCFS is at the door wanting to talk to her, trying to find out, who is her next of kin to take her, And was it then that the guy...
They had the meeting?
That Dre told did she tell the people that they might take her?
They asked how much time they had.
Oh, yes.
They wanted to discuss something.
Discuss it. So Nina and Dre were just talking about, keeping her. Dre definitely wants to keep her. Nina, not sure.
She's on the fence.
She's on the fence, yeah. She doesn't know how. It's so funny. She doesn't know she's going to stay with Dre. And it's kind of, they have a little rocky relationship right now. And so she doesn't want to promise something to this girl. And if she can't uphold the promise, because it might be a fractured family soon. And, Keisha moved out and there's a room there. She's already there. She's friends with Kevin. So they want to think about it, So Nina says, what does she want? Meanwhile, Kevin
just snuck out the door seconds ago.
They just snuck out the door. They didn't tell, her guardians or whoever they are, people looking after her, and Kevin's mother and his mother's wife, where they were going. And then Nina said, after they found out they snuck out, how they didn't say anything, and now she's going to be up worrying, just because, Keisha was abducted a couple years ago, and, all that happened to her. And that was really weird because last week, they went out, and they knew they were going out, and they walked out. She didn't say anything. I guess she knew they were going. But when Keisha walked out last week, she needed to have Keisha text her where she was going to go to her destination. And I pointed out she didn't do that for the two younger ones. And now, they walked out this time and she doesn't know where they are. And now the worry is going to come because anything could happen to them. She doesn't want that to repeat itself. And poor, so Dre text, sent a text to Kevin.
Where are you?
Where are you?
All caps.
All caps. So I don't think she realized she was in all caps.
I don't think so.
Or she didn't realize that all caps was yelling. And she told him, next time ask for permission before just up and leaving. And Kevin should understand why.
Yeah. He literally just talked about it before he left.
Yeah. He was trying to get, last week, a Christmas present for Leanne, her brother, because he knew what it felt like to lose a sibling. And hers is just going to be in prison, I don't know for how long, and his did come back, but she came back real hurt. So he's such a good friend. Even though he don't like her like that, he's more like a brother to her. So poor Lene, that's very stressful to not know where you're going to lay your head at, what's going to be your new home. Okay, so the next person we'll talk about is, Oh, that whole political stuff. Rosalind, and we see Rosalind getting out of bed. Looks like she just got out of bed sleeping with Tiana, Victor's fake girlfriend. What is going on?
It's very messy.
Very messy. Oh my goodness. And we find that Rosalind was the one who expunged Victor's record, his criminal record, so he could run for political office. Tracy did not know that, and I know Victor did not know that. And Duda is telling this to Tracy, and he's telling Tracy that, she was the one to do it, and it's payback time. She wants in on the foundation. She wants to, I think, run the foundation.
Co-own it.
Yeah, and Tracy doesn't want her to have any part of it, or anybody for that matter, because it's a personal thing. It's in honor of her son. And so I'm thinking, why does this woman want to be a part of this?
Very weird.
Yeah, I'm thinking something illegal she wants to do, like maybe wash dirty money.
That's what Duda said.
Did she say that? Yeah.
Because all the money he's getting is from Q, and he doesn't want to be under Q.
Yeah.
So they want to make other money.
Yeah. So this foundation, I think, it's all. I guess also in partnership with Trinity House.
Yes.
It's like a rehab place, and that's where Peaches, Victor's mom, is going to be staying. The Trinity House, and it's a house we find out that was started by Amani, Victor's ex-girlfriend. She's not going to come back home. I think it was Missouri. She's going to stay. Oh, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay, where she is from, and she's not going to come back. And Tiana makes an appearance at the house. She wants to put up pictures of her and Victor all over the house. And Tracy said that's not what the house is about. We're not trying to what happens, it's like a private place. We don't want to let people know what we're really doing in here. It might be a safety reason to bring these kind of girls here. So you don't want to advertise that this is the house,
this
right?
This is where they are and stuff.
And then Tiana says she will bring in big money donors, people, celebrities and things like that. That's not really what Tracy wants, but that's what they need to get the funding to run for political office. So Tracy says sometimes you have to do the shit you don't want to, so you can go where you want to or where you're going. So I think this type of statement is foreshadowing. This is what I think she's doing with Duda, personally. She's acting like this and being with him and doing all these illegal things or shady things or things she doesn't want to do because she's going to try to work it somehow in her favor. That's what I think.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So they're going to have a charity event at the Trinity House. And there's a bunch of people there. And Tiana is up. She loves the spotlight. And she's introducing Victor to come up front and speak to everybody. And she's like announcing Victor, the love of her life, with this fake relationship. And they greet each other, a little side hug or whatever, side kiss.
Super fake.
Fake.
Super fake.
But he's doing it so he can go where he needs to go. So he's talking to the community because they should really know that he's really about it because he's been the community protection, policing the community without real police officers. So you could see he's really for the people. He's there to serve them. He makes that announcement. He's been asked questions by the community members and also a lady in the audience, Fatima, a journalist who wrote the article about him to start this off anyway. And she's asking questions, and she's asking, wasn't this funded by a trans woman? And Victor says, yes, it was. And that was my ex-girlfriend. She's not going to come back, but I'm going to keep it going, in her honor. It's doing the right things. And after the question and answer part was over,
they were getting food, and then he said, oh, I really like that question.
Yeah, I really like that question. Putting that in her ear. And looking at her, I think she's another trans woman.
I think he has a thing for that.
Yeah, he was all up close on her, and he looked interested. He looked interested in her. And later, Shaw gathers him up. So, what you doing in front of your girlfriend? Does he not know it's a fake relationship? That Tiana and him are fake?
I don't know.
I don't think so, because earlier, Sean was saying, was acting like Tiana was his real girlfriend in the car.
Yeah.
So he may not even be aware.
I don't know. I feel like that's something that
that's your best bud, you know. But he wasn't there when when the woman was forced on him. So he thinks that he's being disrespectful to his girlfriend Tiana with this new girl, and not even he knows. And that's another thing. He says, you know, like basically, maybe he's saying you know, don't use Tiana that way. If you're going to be with this girl, be with this girl, because nowadays you can be openly gay or trans whatever, and people still don't care and be in office. Because I think currently, I don't know if she's still the mayor. The mayor of Chicago, or the former mayor of Chicago, was a gay woman. So Victor must know that woman is trans too. Because why make that statement to him?
That's a good point.
He's like, you can be gay. So is Victor gay? That's my question. Is Victor gay?
By the looks of things.
If you're a straight man, go to a trans woman, are you gay? Well, also, if he's not, Shad thinks he is.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're roommates.
Yeah. And he has no problem with it. Maybe he's always known, or maybe he didn't. I don't know.
They need to do some elaboration.
Open that storyline a little bit more. The backstory. What's all the goings on there? Just interested. I think, did we cover just about everything on this?
I think so.
Nothing else to add on this?
Well, Fatima and Victor are gonna...
Oh, yeah. Later, afterwards, he asked for her phone number.
To continue the conversation.
But I don't think he got her phone number, but she got his.
Yes.
So I guess she will be in...
We'll be seeing some more of her.
For more of her. Interested. Really interested. Okay. All right. If that's everything, then that's it for now. Thank you for staying to the end. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I thank you in advance, and check out my other videos on my channel. I have a Tupac Power Mecca Cafe, a pop-up shop, pop-up restaurant video.
The Fixins
and at LA Live, a soul food restaurant, and other TV and movie reviews. But that is it for now. I'll see you next week. We got to go because we got living to do.
Peace.
Bye.